Welcome back to my channel. Today I want to speak about my fifth painting in the Awakening series. It's called In Conversation with God. Um, in my previous videos, I spoke about all the different stages that I felt and decided to put it on canvas because that's the only way of expression for me that I know. And the first one was the search within. The second painting was the journey of a journey of 1,000 miles. Third painting was one step at a time. Fourth painting was what you seek will find you. And I was drawn to paint this topic, this subject in conversation with God. When do you start having conversations with God? You have to go through all these phases of wanting to search within, of embarking on this journey, of trying to find your answers, asking the difficult questions, and you have to do it. I say it's a journey of 1,000 miles, and the only way to move forward on this journey is by taking one step at a time. And in my previous video, I said that you reach a point where you say, yeah, it's enough, I can't take this anymore, and then I'm done with this, and I don't want to, etc., etc. And then you sit still. You are compelled to sit still, and you realize that why am I getting so worked up? Because whatever I want is also trying to find me. If I just sit still, if I just stop the noise in my head, if I just shut up for a while, maybe whatever it is that I'm looking for is right next to me for the taking, because it's not going to go to anybody else. What I'm manifesting, what it is that I want, is my it's coming out of my free will, it's coming out of my thought, it's coming out of my frequency. So whatever it is that I'm seeking is not going to go to my neighbor or my neighbor's dog and his cat or whatever. It's going to come to me. So it is mine for the taking, and it's right next to me. So that was what my fourth painting was about. And my fifth painting is In Conversation with God. If you look at the painting, this has very deep colors, because to me, one of the deepest emotion or a moment I felt within myself is when you're trying to have a conversation with God, or when you're trying to listen to the source or the divine or whatever it is that you believe in. But this is what I call the painting. If you look at the painting, it was intentional that the seeker is sitting next to an oak tree. My intention to paint the oak tree is it it uh, it talks about wisdom. An oak tree is old. It's been it's around for hundreds and thousands of years, and if you look at the trunk, it's thick. It is really thick, and it is filled with knowledge and wisdom. And my seeker is sitting just next to that wisdom. It's that wisdom is his for the taking. That wisdom says, sit in harmony, sit in peace, sit in solitude, and look what's ahead of you. He is looking at either it's a sunrise or a sunset, however anyone wants to look at it. He's looking at, there is a beautiful valley in front of him, and the tips are just um, touched by the rays of the sun. It's If you look at it, it's a serene atmosphere, it's a serene painting, but it is filled with depth. He's on a plateau. He's not sitting on cushions and a chair or something. He's sitting on rocks. He's sitting on a rock plateau. But within the tree, there is a little squirrel that's eating its nut, and it's looking at him. So in all my paintings, I always have the spirit guides or the soul or some infinite, invisible guardian that's looking out for a person. That was my intention with this painting. And when you look at the seeker, he it probably came from my subconscious. My intention was not bad. I don't want anyone to misunderstanding it, but he has a shaved head. He's not wearing any garments or whatever. But I think when is the time to have a conversation with God is when your soul is stripped of everything, when I don't know if anyone can resonate with what I'm saying, if anyone can understand what I'm saying. But a point comes when your soul is stripped, you are bare, naked in front of God. That is the only time you can have a conversation with God, because not because you are stripped, your soul is stripped, or you are in that position. God is there, or the source is there, or the divine, or the universe is there talking to you, is around you at any given time. And I reiterate that in every video. But when you are in that bare, naked state, when your soul is in that helpless, in when the soul or you are cornered against the wall and there's nowhere to go, or you're stripped completely of everything that you know, everything that you feel, everything, and you're stripped and you're so helpless. That is when we automatically silence each and every voice within us that allows us to listen to the voice. To me, it's the conversation with God, but it can be the voice, and you will hear it so clearly, you will hear it so distinctly. The message is hits you. Sometimes, in conversations, people say, wow, this message hit me. What does that mean? This is the message when the source has spoken to you and the message has hit you here. That enters through here, but it hits you here. So this painting is about being in that state, being bearing your soul, stripped of everything, and listening to whatever it is that you want to listen to, because that message is going to come loud and clear. And that was my intention when I painted this, and I wanted to share that message. It is not a soft message, it is not a loud message, it is not an impactful message. It is nothing. It is, to me, this painting, this message is something that exists in this moment of time in the universe. It's floating somewhere, it will come, it will reach the right person. If it does not reach anybody, it has reached me because I painted it. So that makes me feel happy. I think I'm my biggest fan. I love my paintings so much. I look at them and I can look at them and stare at them, and then every time I look, I get a different message out of you. I hope this message helps somebody. My intention is not to be harsh with anyone. It's just, it's a journey. When we talk about any journey, especially when it comes to, I wouldn't say spirituality. I'm not a religious person, neither am I spiritual, although my thoughts are very neutral. So I don't know if that comes in spirituality, because I'm very grounded. I'm very grounded with what's happening in our 3D. So I don't know what that makes me. But my intention is always, whatever I say, it comes from a very good place. It comes with a very good intention. And at the end of the day, if it can help somebody who is going through, we all go through a lot of turmoil. I have been through it. Therefore, I do what I do. I have been an artist, and my favorite form of expression is by painting. And that always comes from a good place to heal somebody. That's the intention of every artist, really, to bring out an emotion from the onlooker that words cannot do, maybe therapy doesn't do. I don't know. Art is something else. Art is something else. I don't know how to describe it in words. So if you like this message, do share it with somebody who you think requires to hear this tough love today. Subscribe to my channel to stay connected, and we can discuss topics of life and life lessons, and just emotions and things like that. And thank you for staying tuned with me today.